Hello guys and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I want to answer the question, how many cases have we opened? And especially how much money has the community spent on cases and keys? But how can I get a pretty much exact number? I really can't. The databases we have, like csgo float or csgo.exchange, are really good, but they don't include all skins. They are far away from that. But we can use statistics to determine how much money we spend on skins. If you've seen my probability comparison CSGO skins, and yourself all know that the odds for unboxing skins are most of the time public. You know, when you open, especially when you open cases, you know what the odds are of getting a specific item. You can see the odds for unboxing skins here. Normal mil specs are 79.92%, restricted 15.98%, classified 3.2%, covert 0.64%, and unboxing gloves or knives, the change is only 0.26%. Getting these in Stattrak is 1/10 of the chance. Now we have the odds. Databases like CSGO Float most of the time include all rare items, because rare items get traded and sold very often, and most of the time they are in big public inventories and they get checked several times a day. So the chance of them being publicly known in a database is really high, and we can use that data to calculate how much money have we spent on CSGO. Let's look at some data we have. I know it's not really specific, but on CSGO Float, at the moment there are 325 million registered skins. You have to keep in mind that even though that's a really big number, it's not even way near what there really are. I think there are about 1 billion. It's really hard to just guess that. I haven't calculated it yet. And if you search the database by newest ID, the ID of an item is unique, but it changes and refreshes every time the skin changes inventory. So if I unbox a knife now, the ID is the newest. But if I trade it 1 month later, it's also the newest again. So this is a number which you can use a bit to guess how much skins there are, but it's a really bad one. This database at the moment, which shows how many skins are there and how many skins got traded, is at 18 billion. So that's a really big number of how many trades and unboxes the community had. But now enough of the speculations, let's get on with clear math and clear statistics. I will use knives and gloves to calculate. This has 2 reasons. First, knives are most of the time the rarest you can get. And second, you can't trade up to these. First, we have to divide the cases into the gloves, the new gloves, the really old knives, which are crimson wrap and stuff, the Doppler and the Gamma Doppler series. I just call them like that. We are not looking at the specific type of the knife or the gloves. We are only looking at the skin finish. Because of that, we are always having the same rarity. For example, if you're opening a Huntsman case where you can only getting a Huntsman knife, the chance of getting a Stattrak Crimson Web Factory New are the same than in old cases where you have 6 different knives, because we are only looking at the skin finishes and they are the same in every skin knife series. So it doesn't really matter if you're opening shadow cases for shadow days or something. The chance of getting a specific skin is always the same. If we add it together, we will see how many cases the community has opened, and in the end calculate how much money we have spent on CSGO cases. This is the data that I found. Here you can see the different series and how many of the really rare items has been unboxed, which is the first series, which is the old with Crimson Web. There are 32 Stattrak Factory New Crimson Webs out there. There are 137 Stattrak Black Pearls out there. There are 192 Stattrak Emeralds out there. There are 551 factory new gloves from the first glove collection, and there are 517 factory new gloves from the second glove collection. If we multiply that by the chance, these are the chances. So when you open a case, statistically saying on average, every 28,490th case, you will get factory new gloves. So this was what these numbers stand for. If you multiply that, you will have an estimate of how many cases of each collection has been opened. And this is the data that I found. According to this estimate, we have opened 118 million of the old finishes cases. We have opened 318 million of the Doppler series, which is not that surprising, I think, because this is still a quite common. Everybody likes rubies and sapphires, and there are always new types of cases coming out with these, like the Prisma case, for example. You can get rubies and sapphires there as well. And it's a really, really popular case, and it also like came out when the game got really, really big. And at the moment, the Prisma case is the new one. It's still coming out, so I think it's sick how much it is, but I think it's not that big of a surprise. I was really more surprised of these numbers. So we only opened 44 million gamma cases and around 15 million of each glove collection, which is a little bit of a small number, but I would say it really shows why all the gloves are that expensive. Because if you're getting gloves, it is at least $100, and the knives start at around 60. So I'm not really surprised with that, and gloves are not that famous than knives. And yeah, if we count that together, we will come to over 511 million cases we have opened. Yeah, if we multiply that with 2.5, which is the average cost of a key, this doesn't include the cases you buy. This doesn't include other regions where the keys are a little bit more expensive. You will get around 1.28 billion US dollars. This is about the money people have spent on cases since the cases came out. I think that's a really ridiculous number. Yeah, if you told somebody my company will earn 1.3 billion US dollars through selling pixels, they would be like, ha, you're crazy. But yeah, this was a really, really big number. I didn't estimate it that it would be that high. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe. This video was a lot of work. If you have other ideas for videos, feel free to leave it in the comment below. I am Nian, and I see you guys in the next one.